Austin, the sacrifice bunt that you lay down, Cody scores on it. It's the third of the year for you. How much of an emphasis has that been for you to be able to execute a bunt so effectively?
Yeah. They ask you to do something, you need to do it. So, being able to scratch those runs across were huge. Cody got on base. Jock got a big hit. Runs are at a premium in the postseason, as everybody knows. So, especially with the way Walk was throwing the baseball, we felt really good about it.
You get one with the small ball on the sac bunt, you get a home run. What's more difficult to do?
Probably the homer, but it was nice to respond after they scratched a run across in the inning before. So, kind of kept the momentum on our side, which was great.
How good was Walker tonight?
It's tough to really say. Like, he was unbelievable. He really was. He made it really easy on me. That might have been the best I've ever seen his stuff, really.
Next question is from Stephanie Apstein. Go ahead.
Were you surprised when you got the sign for the bunt?
No, you kind of read the situation. That's kind of something we've done before in the past. So I had a feeling it was coming, and just had to execute. And the runners on base did a great job selling it. And when you sell it, it's a real hard play to defend.
Next question is from Ken Davidoff. Go ahead.
Hey, Austin, with his homer tonight, Justin tied Duke Snyder for the franchise record for the postseason. Obviously, Duke only played in World Series back then, but nevertheless, just what does Justin mean to this team, and how much would you like to see him be part of a championship team?
Yeah, I mean, he's the heart and soul of this team. He's been the heart and soul. So getting those runs across early was huge, especially with the way Walker's going to be throwing the ball. So JT's a big player for us. He always has. He's a great guy in the clubhouse, and we rely on him all the time.
Next question from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead.
Hey, Austin, you said this, might have been the best you've ever seen Walker's stuff. Obviously, the strikeout totals, would indicate that. But was there anything specifically when you mentioned that really stood out to you from this?
His fastball was really, really good tonight. And he had the ability to throw that curveball and keep him a little bit off balance and not on the heater when he had to. So, but his fastball is special.
Thanks.
Next question from Jason Stark. Go ahead.
Austin, you're just the second player in World Series history to have a squeeze bunt and a home run in a World Series game. When you tell people about this down the road, are you going to brag about the homer or the bunt?
Probably the homer. It's a cool little stat, but it's not easy to barrel a ball up against all these really good pitchers. So, yeah, probably the homer.
Next question from Jared Diamond. Go ahead.
Hey, Austin, what do you think makes this lineup better with runners on base and guys in scoring position than when you don't have anyone on? How do you guys sort of change your approach to make that happen?
Just staying within ourselves, knowing how good the next guy is, and not having the pressure to do it, passing the baton, and when you get that pitch, hit it.
Next question from Ken Gurnick. Go ahead.
Austin, can you talk a little bit about your emotions last year in the postseason compared to how you're feeling now and how you're able to contribute now?
Yeah, I wasn't really a part of the postseason last year, so it was a little hard to say you still got those nerves for the guys, and obviously want them to win. But yeah, it's nice to be in these games. Have a little bit of control behind the plate, and just trying to get these W's.
Thanks.
Next question from Tim Brown. Go ahead.
Hey, Austin, I'm curious about the way Walker carries himself, the expression on his face, things like that. If somewhere down the line you were to turn a TV on and not have any idea, no context at all of how a game was going, could you look at him and tell whether or not things are going well for him or not?
No, he's confident, man. He's a confident dude, and that helps him so much on the mound. And we love having him on the mound. So he's our guy.
We got one more question. Go ahead, Pedro.
Hey, Austin, about Walker, given the stuff you described, do you think there's anything to him peaking now, considering how he started slow this summer and finally building up to where he wants to be right now in the most important time?
Seems like he always peaks at the right time for us, the big moments, the big postseason games. He's the guy who's been taking the rock, and he's been providing for us. So he's our guy.
Thanks, Barnesy.